Okay, hey again, YouTube. This is Matthew Morgan again. About to talk some more real stuff. And the stuff I'm saying, I know because I've been through it. So I'm going to just say it as honest as I know how, keep it moving. And this goes for the temple, the church, whatever religious building this happens in. It ain't just Christianity I'm pointing out with these videos, but because I only ever been Christian and I almost turned Jehovah's Witness, I can't speak on other religions because I ain't a part of them, but I've stepped into a few other religious buildings and I've learned all religions pretty much have the same problems. You might believe in different prophets or God by a different name, but you got all the same damn problems. Pretty much all the same problems. Anyway, so this video is titled Stop Asking People in Church to Do Stuff, then be mad when it don't get stop asking people in church to do stuff, then you get mad when it doesn't work out. Cause you do too much. Did I say that? I think I said that. Yes, I did. Anyway, so like for a prime example, people in church have this thing where they like to try to push you and force you into certain ministries. Then you get in the ministry, but then you leave it because you're being forced to join a certain ministry that you don't want to be a part of, but you join it just to get people off your back. But then you figure out you kind of like it, but then you're like, am I doing this for God or people? Who am I really doing this for? Then they get happy because you joined the ministry after so many times of them bugging you about it. But then everything starts to work out till God gives you that spiritual awakening of, you know, you ain't doing this for the right reason, right? Then you leave because you're like, yeah, that's a good point. And people are like, why'd you leave? You were doing so well. And then you tell them, I had a little bit of an awakening and I wasn't doing this because I wanted to do it. I only did it because you forced me to do it. Then I realized I liked it, but I also realized I wasn't doing it for God. I was doing it to please people. And that's why I stopped doing it, basically. Yeah. But and I've been down that road, and if I've learned anything about the church, church is about image and shine, and anything that contaminates that is not welcome, basically. So yeah, like people in church will try to force you to do stuff. Then they get mad because it turns out well, and then you decide to not want to do it because you're like, in my heart, I know I'm not being real about why I'm doing it. So what's the point of me actually doing it? Then you leave. Then everything falls apart because you left. And now they're mad at you because it was going so well when you were there. But you're like, I like it, but this really ain't what I wanted to do. So screw it. Then you walk away. Basically, that's how it happens. Or in the other sense, you do it, you do well, but then you overdo it so much that you strain yourself and then you have to slow down and people are expecting you to be a certain way or do something a certain way because they wanted you to do it, not because you wanted to. And you end up trying to impress people with that ability so much that it burns out. You end up having to slow down. Now they're mad because you can't do it no more. Like in the beginning, you was on fire. Close to the end, you diminished. Now they're mad at you because you can't do what you used to be able to do because you used it up too much, too quick, and too soon. Now it's gone. So yeah, just thought I'd throw it out there. Then they'll lie and say, "Oh, Jesus told me to tell you to do this. Oh, Jesus told me to tell you to do that. Oh, God will want you." No, 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 no. People want you to, not God. People, because if God wanted you to do it, He'd come to you, ask you. If you say, "I'm not ready," He'll move on and come back to you later. People just like to force things to make themselves look good. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah. Then people will hold grudges against you because you don't want to continue what you were doing previous to the matter of before you did it. So, yeah, church people, y'all need to stop being so damn weird. Because remember, at the end of the day, this body and this stuff you do is not going to last forever. In other words, somebody else will take your place, somebody else will take your space, and somebody else will take your face. In other words, somebody will come and step in and do what you are doing and probably do it better. Then everyone might forget about you, and then that person might outshine you. Take your space, take your place, and take your face. Outdo you, do it better, and people will forget about you eventually. That's just how it is with a lot of things. But anyway, and then when you go out there to get judged by the Father, he's not going to be worried about how many ministries did you do, how many Bible scriptures do you know, how many times did you pray, how many times did you tithe, did you miss church on Sunday, did you do any ministries? All he wants to know is your spirit and your heart in the right place. And what did you do to help uplift your fellow mankind? That's it. And oh yes, all the stuff in your life, did you face it if it was wrong and fix it? Did you give sympathy or forgiveness to people that hurt you? Did you receive it? Did you give it? All that kind of stuff. And did you face your wrongs and make them right? All right, I'm out.